The wind just blowing against my hair, just brushing against my bangs and my face. It feels so nice. Today is October 2, 2021. It is currently 10 o'clock in the morning, exactly at 10 o'clock in the morning. Welcome to my channel and welcome to our self-growth journey. Today's video is gonna be what my teen self needed to hear that you might need to hear now. But these are just some things that my teen self needed to hear. Because as a teenager, we be feeling so many things, we be experiencing so many things, and that is completely normal because that is part of life. It is natural. So in this video, I try to spread it as much as I can through different categories that can apply to you. Even if you're a teenager now, or if you're not a teenager anymore, even if you're not a teenager, I hope this helps you somehow. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first one that I'm gonna say is you are not alone. Yes, I got close up and personal because you are not alone. There are billions of people in this world. There are some people that are probably facing the same situation as you. Maybe not even a specific situation as you, but feeling the same way as you. I'm sure you're not the only one who has felt the way you felt now, or you felt before. And honestly, it's the same for me. Before, when I was a teenager, I felt like I had to go through things alone, and honestly, I didn't need to. I had friends I can open up to. It could be internet friends, it could be in-person friends, it could be your family, or it could be just a stranger. Literally, you can just write a journal or like something. Even though you're going through things that you feel like you don't want to go through, maybe it's happening because you need to go through them. There is a huge difference between want and need. When we're in alignment, want and need is together. It's the same thing for us, but sometimes our want is completely different from what our needs are. And sometimes that can make us feel alone, like everything is against us. But really, it's shaping us for ourself in the future. It's shaping us for our better self, for our best self, our highest self. And remember, that already exists. It's already inside you. You are supported in every way, and there are always ways to find help and to feel like you're not alone. Because really, you're not alone. Even if you feel like you're alone, you really aren't, because that's how I felt like when I was a teenager. But everyone was ready to help me when I let them. So if you are at a low point of your life right now, don't worry, you're not gonna stay there. You're not gonna stay there because there's many times you feel like you couldn't go through it. But guess what? You went through it every single time. I've kept saying it, but you need to say it too. I am not alone. Just repeat after me. I am not alone. I am not alone. The second point is try not to see what you do every day like a chore, like school or work. Because when I was a teenager, I felt like going to school was annoying. I didn't want to go to school. No, I miss school. But basically, I said that because if you keep trying to see things like that every day, every freaking day, every moment of your life, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this to be over. This is such a bore. This is so annoying. Then you're going to keep trying to seek for the future, which is not bad at all. It's just if you keep focusing on the future, you're going to lose sight of what's in front of you right now. I feel like I kind of did that. I kind of lost sight of what was in front of me towards my younger teens, because I kept looking forward the future. And that is not bad. It's just I feel like in order to be your very best self, to have the very best future, you have to be your very best right now. And in order to be your very best right now, you have to see what's in front of you. The present is truly the present. Literally right now, the wind is passing by me. It feels so nice, and later on, maybe like 5 seconds later, the wind won't be. So just try to be grateful for the present right now, because the present will not last forever. Each moment keeps changing, and every moment is impermanent. The third one that I'm going to mention is, this is one of the things I learned recently in this journey, is that everything happens for you. For you, not to you. Alright? Even if it's rough, you are on the right path to becoming who you are. Because I feel like sometimes we feel like everything is against us, but no. Nothing is against us. Nothing is against us. Even if it's against the way we think about things, if it's against what our wants, it's not against us. Maybe it's for our needs. We just don't know that yet. But it's not happening against us. It's not really happening to us. It's happening for us. That's a really powerful mentality, because if you look at it that way, it's happening for you. You're like, all right, bring it on. Because if it's happening for you, there's usually a lesson that you need to learn from it. And then that lesson will keep repeating until you learn it. If you see things happening for you, that is so like wow, like you have this so much power. It's insane. This mentality is insane, like in a good way. In a good way. You gotta listen up, listen up, listen up when I say this, okay? Fourth one is you are not broken. You have never been broken, and you do not get to be fixed. Get to be fixed. You do not need to be fixed because you're not broken. Bestie, you're not broken. You have always been worthy, and you are valued. Your value does not decrease by another person's inability to see it. How you're feeling right now is completely valid. How you're feeling right now is completely natural for a human being. It's not broken. You don't need to be fixed. This is natural. You just have to feel through it. You have to go through it completely because it is making who you are. But you have always been whole. You have always been you. You have always been valued. You were already worthy before you even came to this world. There were millions of, basically there's like a zillion chance, bazillion, trillion, so many chances that you couldn't have made it, but you made it. Literally, I'm talking about scientifically. I don't want to explain it, but like, you know, before you get born and all those stuff, there's so many like chances for you not to be born, but you passed through it. You went through it. You were born whole, and you will stay whole whatever you go through. These things that you go through are just leveling you up. They are just for your highest self. The next one that I'm going to be saying is you are loved. You are so loved. I feel like people don't understand that love has different languages. I feel loved by God. He lets me live every day. He lets me wake up every day. He lets me do everything every day. And I am so blessed for that. I truly am. I am also loved by my family. I'm loved by everyone I meet because I also love them. Basically, what you feel for people, they will feel for you. I've learned that you see yourself in the people you meet. Those people you meet are a reflection of yourself. Although it may feel like you're not loved, you gotta remember there are different love languages. But I feel like if you choose to see love in all things, then love will choose to find you in all things. Love is in all things. Love is disguised in different costumes. Right now, love is disguised as a tree. This tree is giving me oxygen. I'm getting provided air, and the wind just feels so nice because of these trees around me. You truly just need to find it because love never ceases to exist. It's always there. The next one, second to last one, is what will stay, what will leave, and what is meant for you is meant for you. Basically, right here, what I'm saying is do not try to resist. We subconsciously resist things, and that is completely natural. Honestly, I still do it sometimes, and I know when I am, or at least later on, I find out that I am resisting. So what I'm saying here is strive your hardest to just accept things the way they are. Because when you see things the way they should be, that's when everything is just it's a trigger to start feeling upset. Because you're listening to expectations more than you're listening to what is. So if you think that way, what is meant for you will go to you. It will go to you. It will find your way. It will go to you. It's meant for you. Remember what TikTok says? You don't chase, you attract. And that is true. What is meant for you will happen. It will come to you. So just don't forget that, all right? The last but not least is you do not need validation from anybody else other than you. Basically, a lot of the things that have to do with us now have to do with our inner child. And if you felt like you needed to seek validation as a child, that is completely natural. But to be honest, now as you're growing, you don't really need validation. You might want it, but you don't need it. I don't feel like I need to elaborate on that because how you feel is valid, how you think is valid. You are simply valid. And sometimes you might feel like you're not because you don't feel like you conform to society's rules, but that's society. No, don't listen to it because society sometimes, I feel like some of the things, the standards that society has set is just toxic. Bestie, you are so valid, you are so worthy, and you are so valued, okay? So whatever you feel like you're not valid for, no, you are valid. You are valid. Don't ever think that you are not because you are. The more you work on yourself, the more bond you grow with yourself. The stronger the bond you grow with yourself, the more valid you will think your opinion is for yourself. And I feel like that is truly crucial. You don't need to completely do it right away. I know it's a difficult journey, especially if you're not used to that. As long as you start, that's all that matters. The state that you are in right now does not determine where you can go in the future. It just determines where you can start, and you can start now. So in conclusion, that is all that I'm mentioning. I said 7 things that my teen self needed to hear that you might need to hear now, and I hope that helped you somehow. Thank you so much, nature. Thank you, nature, for providing me great lighting. Thank you for listening to this video, and thank you for clicking this video. Truly, it means so much. It really means so much, and I hope I can help you guys more through this journey because we're growing together. And maybe you can also subscribe to my channel and follow my other social media because I also post a lot of like self-growth stuff in the other social media that I have. There's a buggy. But anyways, without further ado, don't forget to seek things to be grateful for around you, like this air, yo. Woo. And within you. Till next time, I'll see you then. Bye.